Hi guys, welcome back. This is your host Tommy with another Starcraft Remastered replay for you guys. Once again, we have a great engagement, a great international engagement here in between Ukraine and South Korea, as we have spawning here in the lower left in the teal it is WHITERA from the Ukraine, and here in the lower right in the red it is ILOVEOOV from South Korea, also very skilled of course and strong player here. So it is a 4 spawning location map called Azail. It's quite a retro replay here for you guys. I believe this has been played in the World Cyber Games around the year 2006 and 2007, I believe it was. So yeah, once again Terran versus Protoss here in this matchup. After we have seen of course many Terrans playing it out here versus Protosses. Let's just see what these two players have prepared for us, as OOV is opening up here with a supply depot once again. The same position here for many Terrans here next to his command center, and WHITERA also prepared here his first pylon as we have passed the 1 minute mark, so pretty soon both players should of course move out at the 2 minute mark and scout each other out. But remember, this is of course a retro replay, so yeah, let's see what they will prepare here for us, what exactly the tactics are going to be. And of course pretty much sure that like many Protosses, WHITERA will very likely go into some zealots, some dragoons early on. Dragoons early on really strong against any Terran here, and the same can be said here for the Terran, who's very likely going to transition into mechanical units like siege tanks, vultures and maybe Goliaths in case WHITERA has a surprise here for us with some carriers. It is common for some Protosses to go for carriers later on in case the Terran of course has not that much anti-air. Of course this can be detected by the Protoss with some observers here, but until then it should be of course perhaps one zealot or two in the beginning, followed up here like we've seen the cybernetics course. So I'm pretty sure that WHITERA will transition into some dragoons like many Protosses are doing. And remember, dragoons with range really strong early on against the Terrans, as they can only fend it off with some siege tanks here. Now we see WHITERA moving out here with his probe, sadly for him into the wrong direction. This might be that factory I was talking about, the mechanical build orders. Yes indeed, it is one factory. We also have a barracks here, so some marines of course early on with a bunker just to secure this position, just to secure the expansion in case there is an expansion here for OOV. And yeah, sadly here for WHITERA he's headed into the wrong direction. Perhaps now he's moving into the upper right direction, which would also sadly for him be wrong. But yeah, it's of course a guessing game here, and OOV actually chooses here not to scout at all, as it is the 3 minute mark, and OOV playing it very defensively here, not deciding to move out, not even sending here a SCV, just concentrating here plain on his build order. Let's just see, is this academy? No, it's just a supply depot here for him. So yeah, gas is being mined. The same should be of course happening here for WHITERA. Another pylon has been placed, and what exactly is this? It is a robotics facility base, so we might see an early aggression here by WHITERA with some shuttles here. Shuttles with dragoons might be an interesting option here for him. I don't see an observatory yet here for him, as finally OOV is sending out here his first scouting SCV, and there's also a dragoon who very likely wishes to snipe of course here this SCV. At the same time OOV moving out here with those marines, the probe already taking much damage here, as the dragoon just sits here and waits for this SCV to return here. So yeah, let's just see what the idea here from WHITERA is going to be here with this robotics facility. There's that range upgrade I was talking about, really strong early on if you're a Protoss player. And yeah, now the dragoon will very likely follow here this SCV. Nice kiting here from WHITERA, really important here for him to take out the SCV, just to deny any scouting here for the Terrans, for a first small victory here for WHITERA. And sadly here for him this OOV answers here with the same note, as he's taking out here the drone from WHITERA. So yeah, OOV is still blind here, doesn't know where exactly WHITERA is hiding here, and look at that, he's actually heading straight into the wrong direction, to the upper left part, so he's guessing here. He also has a floating barracks that is not an expansion here. If there is that expansion, let's check. WHITERA now he's headed into a more defensive gameplay here with some dragoons. Of course he's expecting here an attack with some Marines here, 6 Marines and 1 tank early on. Could be very strong with a vulture. No SCVs here for OOV for that bunker. No, it's just a straight move out here. But really sadly here for him, he went straight into the wrong direction. So he was guessing, of course, the upper left part. And there is the first Reaver here for WHITERA. So Reaver it is here for WHITERA. No shuttle gameplay, straight into Reaver. And yeah, let's just see, one observer is being placed. That's pretty sure soon. I'm thinking that he will very likely go into that shuttle. It really is a must to have a shuttle in case you go for Reaver. Finally, here comes OOV, finally has arrived here. Speech tank ability should not be done yet. There it is, it's just being researched now, but still this army early and really strong. However, that Reaver, perfect counter here towards all of those Marines. Still the Reaver is very slow, so this is exactly why OOV is kiting here his units back and forward. Of course, just to fend off any Scarab attacks here. And look at that damage. Remember, Reavers also do splash damage here. But still a small, perhaps economic advantage here for OOV as he has that expansion here. And WHITERA still no expansion. There is his probe. Worker-wise, there are the same count, almost 29 workers here for OOV, 26 for WHITERA, and finally some SCVs are being transferred here. But OOV has to return back home, as of course he is scared a little bit of a shuttle gameplay here by WHITERA, but still. Hold on, he's building here something. Is it a second river? No, there is that shuttle I was talking about. So of course shuttle it is going to be here. Nice observer also being placed here by WHITERA. Let's just see, this could be a very nice location here. But OOV noticed this, of course, went straight into one turret here. This defensive turret, very good here for him. And one lone vulture actually makes it here. Su is going to perhaps snipe one probe or two. One has been sniped. There's that shuttle, but it's already taking damage. A nice job here by him, dropping the first 2 zealots just to soak up the damage. There are some dragoons here even through, and this Reaver really doing so much splash damage here. Finally it gets taken out, but the damage has already been done here. Really nice job here by WHITERA, coming with his dragoons from the back. And now OOV has to actually pull all of those SCVs just to defend here. So very bad situation here for OOV, already taking some good damage. Still his SCV count is really nice, 36 SCVs. And yeah, nice early aggression here by WHITERA, punishing here OOV a little bit, but at the same time he did lose many important units like the shuttle, like the Reaver. So yeah, I guess he was just buying time here for this expansion. Finally the expansion is up and some workers will be produced. Still, like I told you, things look good here for OOV as he has 38, almost 40 workers here for him, and he also has those 2 factories at home. Perhaps he's going to continue with many more factories. And let's just see if WHITERA will go for those carriers I was talking about. Right now it's just going for the Citadel of Adun. There's the Reaver Bay, so nothing quite out of the ordinary. Just a 1-1 buildings here, build order here by him. Parks here his dragoons with a zealot just to see if there is a army move out coming here from OOV, but nothing like that. So things have finally settled down. Both of them have calmed down as we have as we're closing here at the 10-minute mark. Finally both players are preparing their macro oriented game here, but as you look at the worker count, there's always an advantage here for the Terran player. He always has around 10 more workers here. Siege tank ability is being also finished, of course. There's that academy, another 2 more factories are being built here. So finally the economy is kicking in here for OOV, as slowly but steadily he's producing more and more units here. There's 2 gateways here for WHITERA, so of course his economy a little bit slow, but he will afford, of course, to place some zealots and some dragoons. Perhaps he's going to back them up with some arbiters, or let's just see if he's going to transition into some Dark Templars perhaps. There's that Templar Archive, so we need to be careful here. And almost missed here this drop, so sorry about this one, guys. So nice drop here by WHITERA, as finally that Reaver has been sniped. So not that many workers have been killed. Level out 4, 5, but in the end once again that shuttle has been killed. No, sorry, the shuttle is alive, but the Reaver with those units have been killed. So yeah, WHITERA really trying really hard here to damage OOV, to take him by the surprise, but OOV seems to be having a turret always placed here around. However, this once again could be a nice location here to drop some DTs. There's that observer here. OOV has that turret here up and running almost. And now OOV is also moving out here, also moves out here with some barracks and engineering bay just to have a little bit more vision perhaps. Some servers would have been needed here by WHITERA. I'm also looking closely at the minimap just in case he wishes once again to move out with a shuttle. No, there is a DT move out now here by WHITERA. Let's just see if this DT would be successful in any kills here, as he might step into some mines. But I guess the DT just waits here for a shuttle to pick him up, and like I told you, well, this could be an okay drop here, but the turrets, this turret might not have range here. And look at that, as I talk about this, there's that shuttle coming in once again with a DT and with a Reaver. So interesting placement here, but sadly here for the WHITERA, that shuttle has fallen here. Now he should have scan here, but one DT is in the base here from the Terran. It's always nice here for the Protoss to have one spy here, and he even might snipe a worker or two. Where's the DT? There it is, as he once again sniping here one worker. So yeah, OOV has to guess now where exactly this unit is placed here. He's making of course one turret here, but WHITERA noticed this. Sadly for him, he walks into one mine, might snipe here another SCV, so nice job here by him. But in the end, a scan with some vultures could just kill this DT off. So good harassment here by WHITERA. In the end, it should be stopped. There is that scan, and finally the DT will drop here after killing once again 3 SCVs. And now we even have this one turret. So finally, OOV defenses look here really, really strong. One turret, of course, placed a little bit back. And yeah, once again, things look like they settled down here. OOV really playing very, very defensively here. Very, very interesting job here, even walling in here with this barracks, with this engineering bay. And we also have those vultures with that speed upgrade just moving out around the map just to see in case WHITERA wishes to expand. And indeed, he is expanding here into this location. So nice job here by WHITERA taking that place, also taking control of the middle of the map with those dragoons. And yeah, look at that, nice placement here about those mines from OOV just to get as much detection as possible here on the map. Really cool job here by him. Worker wise, look at that, WHITERA came back here. He has at 84 workers versus the 51 now here, and some workers once again have fallen here. Oh, hold on, I did once again sadly miss this, but so much damage has been taken here from those zealots and those DTs, but in the end they make it out alive here. So the SCVs have sadly to fight here for their lives. And look at that, really nice job here. I believe they WHITERA dropped those units onto one mine, but in the end they make it out alive here, and OOV not really sending anything back here to kill those units. He lost so many workers here, even the scan is getting targeted. So what exactly is OOV doing here? Might even lose that scan. Still here, not on a move here. So interesting job here by OOV, losing more and more SCVs. Finally in come those vultures here, scan goes out. So much damage, so much economic damage has been done here by WHITERA. Even took me by surprise. So very likely the drop has happened here. No turrets into this location, perhaps just a mine or two. They might have stepped into one mine and a second mine and just taken so much splash damage. But in the end, look at that once again, WHITERA all of a sudden has more workers here than OOV. And yeah, good job here by OOV sniping this one DT. We have passed of course the 10-minute mark, we're closing in at the 15-minute mark. There's one observer here really nicely placed here by WHITERA, as we have some action now going on in the middle of the map. It's just vultures against dragoons, and the DTs of course they will be microed back here. So even WHITERA feeling now much more confident to move out here. He knows he has that advantage after dealing so much economic damage, and once again vultures have to be pulled back here just to secure that mineral line. And once again OOV might just place here a turret of course to be more secure here. So yeah, in all of this time WHITERA happily has expanded here. There is a 3-3 Terran now versus actually a 4-base Terran, 4-base Protoss, and we even have that starport, so we might see some arbiters really soon. Hold on, we do have an engagement here. I don't know if this is a good idea here from WHITERA to engage. There's so many tanks here now, they're finally sieging up, so of course the dragoons have to be pulled back. So many vultures here as well, as the army is higher here than the army from WHITERA. WHITERA's economy, however, looking much stronger here. And let's just see, more and more dragoons have fallen, as the zealots have fallen here as well. So slowly but steadily it looks like OOV is moving here forward, even placing here this one turret just to get detection against the TTs. And once again the siege tanks are nicely sieging up here. So many zealots, but they don't have speed here being upgraded, so those tanks will deal so much splash damage. Let's just check the upgrades really soon. 0-0-0-0 here as well, if we have passed the 50 minute mark. Turret once again very much important here just to get detection. There's one slow moving Reaver once again, but what can you do against so many siege tanks, as OOV is knocking now at the door here from WHITERA. So WHITERA has to spend, of course, all of those minerals here. He needs those speed lots, he needs a shuttle, would be nice just to drop here. And finally the Reaver is going to take out some of those units, but there is no shuttle here, so this Reaver is exposed here. Sadly WHITERA not reacting, so of course it's going to get a full splash damage here. We even have one Marine here in the army from OOV. And yeah, there is yet no detection, however scan is available, but splash damage also being dealt to his own units here. So OOV just keeps marching here forward. There are some DTs once again, but the mines, look at that, mines also working here against OOV a little bit, as he's taking so much splash damage. Finally another DT is coming in here through. It's going to snipe this one tank. Where are those vultures here? Nice vultures, but there's a shuttle coming in here through, so he might drop a zealot or two. Yes, there are some zealots in here, so he's just waiting for that siege tank ability here, and he's going to drop those units. But it looks like OOV really has so much here, even though his economy is not that strong. Oh, hold on, as I say this, so please excuse me, he's at 16 workers now, so really great comeback here from him. So I guess the best defense is of course the offense, the attack here. WHITERA all of a sudden in trouble. He does drop a zealot or two. Other zealot is being dropped here for some splash damage, but the siege tanks could of course stay unsieged here. They're moving into this location, might be a good location to siege up. So yeah, this expansion is of course about to fall here for WHITERA. Another attempt with a shuttle is coming in. The Arbiter is here, but it's very late, already taking some damage here. So scan is once again moving out. Yeah, let's just see what exactly is going to happen. There are one zealot only here, but the expansion has been sniped. And yeah, OOV also expanding here into this location, but the real action is of course going on here. The Reaver is into the shuttle, but what can he do against so many siege tanks here? Even though turret here is in the front just to detect those observers and this one shuttle. And the speed of the shuttle hasn't been done yet. Really nice placement here of those engineering bay by OOV, as OOV slowly but steadily keeps moving forward. He keeps some siege tanks sieged up, and in comes the second group of siege tanks here. And now the production buildings are being targeted, so WHITERA has to of course stay back. Some mines might get placed here by OOV, but no, he's heading straight for that economy. We see a small drop here into this location, but it's just one worker, so it's not really going to deal so much damage here. The real damage is going on here as the units pop out. They immediately get blasted here by those siege tanks, and gateway after gateway gets dropped here, and even this attack won't do so much damage here against OOV. And yeah, really nice move out here by OOV. Great timing push, and yes, that has to be of course the GG here, as WHITERA leaves the game. In the end, there was an economic advantage here for WHITERA. He still has many minerals here, look at that. He did a great harassment here against his opponent, but in the end OOV with a nice timing push winning here this game. Now let's just check those stats really quick. Once again, I'm going to be clicking left and right if you guys are interested. So nice retro replay here for these two pro players. Like I told you, 2006 I believe, 2007 it was. So once again, we're traveling back in time here. So yeah, I really hope you guys once again enjoy this replay as much as I did. I'll be casting of course more StarCraft. So yeah, thank you once again for watching. This is your host Tommy signing out.